Grand rising, you amazing people. Grand rising to all. Make sure you always use the word grand rising to empower yourself. Anyway, happy Thursday. Today I figured I was debating on what I wanted to talk about today. So let's talk about polarity. Do anybody know what polarity is? So polarity is in the alchemical process, or the seven alchemical principles, and it's also in the hermetic principle. What is polarity? Polarity means that there's forever, you got to have positive and negative to have balance. You have to have light and dark to have balance. You have to have masculine and feminine to have balance. We all have masculine, we all have feminine, we all have polarity in us. So what does that mean? That means with everything good, you're going to have your bumps in the road, and it's not about the bumps in the road, it's how you deal with it to get back to that light side. So you're either going to be on one side of the spectrum or the other side of the spectrum. So everything that shows up for us is for us. And I talk about energy and motion, right? So you want to be on the positive side of that energy that's in motion, not the negative side of the energy that's in motion. So when you are on the opposite side, and that darkness of your energy, of your polarity, then we want to get a balance and get back into the positive side, which is your feminine side of that polarity, right? Because when we're able to balance those, we balance those in perfect harmony. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So just like you have the sun and the moon, and during the day you have light, and at night you have the darkness, you have the moon. So you still have polarity there. Just like a battery in a car has a positive and a negative charge. It is the same thing with us. We have masculine and feminine energy that we have to balance. And by balancing those, it keeps us in perfect harmony. So when one is greater than the other, then you're off balance, right? Does that make sense? Because our energy is always in motion. So if you're constantly putting out negative energy, this, I don't like this, or this is not this, and this is not that, then you're on that opposite side of that spectrum. You're in your darkness. You're in your negative energy. So what you want to do is shift that to a positive energy. So with every negative thought you have, you want to change it to a positive thought. I don't like going to work. You know what? I'm going to work today, and I enjoy being at work today. And watch how your day shifts. Because you go from that negative mindset of not wanting to go, and this goes wrong, and this goes wrong, and this goes wrong, to that I want to go to work today. I enjoy my job. I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful for the income that comes in, to the positive side of that spectrum, right? So you've balanced your polarity, your negative and positive. So now you have a balance, and that gives you, and that energy you're putting out is going to be the energy you receive. Because that energy you're putting out, you may put out this positive energy and you can see all the positive things, because sometimes we're in jobs to learn skills in order to get to the next part of our success, right? So you might not, like for instance, the job I am at now, I'm overly qualified for it, but what is the purpose of me being in this job? Well, the purpose of me being in this job is to get a new skill set. It's to be able to balance my energies around large groups of people at different times. I had an issue with that. I didn't go out in public because it was so much energy out that it was hard for me to balance the energy. The energy would cause me to have great anxiety, and I just couldn't do it. Almost like panic attacks. And I just, because there was so much energy, and I was not good at cleansing my energy. But with this job puts me around large groups of people at all times. It puts me with people that are negative a lot. So I've learned to balance my energy and transmute that energy so that it does not affect me. So now when I first was coming home from work, I was exhausted. I would get off of work, I would just lay down. But now when I get off from work, I have extra energy. I'm able to do things I want to do things around the house, go live, play my video game, write my book. So I have energy now because I'm able to transmute that energy that I'm receiving throughout the day and not let it affect me to the negative side of the spectrum as it was before. And that's kind of what polarity is. Polarity shows us that there's a positive and a negative. So, and I know now that what shows up for me is for me. So I'm in this job for a reason. I'm not here just for no reason. It wasn't just because it was the only job I could find. This job was here to show me how to get balance in a different aspect of my life. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But anyway, I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. Make sure if you have not, you go follow my Facebook page, Channeled by Angel, CHANNELLED by Angel. I will be doing a spiritual class for beginners coming up soon. So I'm going to make that group private soon. So get in now while you can. And then I'll be dropping the link to that in there. Make sure you guys like, comment, let me know. I do talk a lot about energy and motion because that is very important. The universe is a vibrational universe. It responds to our vibration and how we vibrate. So 444 on the time. So we want to make sure that we're vibrating at a high frequency so that the universe responds to us in a high frequency. And don't think because you're on one side or the other side of the spectrum, the universe isn't going to respond. It doesn't care what you do. It's going to support you anyway. But it's also going to give you back what you give it. And I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Happy Thursday. Namaste. Enjoy this beautiful sunlight. Get some sunlight. Let the sun energize and charge you. Go out early in the morning. When you go out early in the morning, you get the best possible sunlight that you can get. I mean, it's amazing. So I'm out here this morning. I'm getting this sunlight. Going to let it charge me for the day. Charge my crystals for the day. And remember, energy is always in motion. Let go of fears, beliefs, and put positive energy out, and you'll receive positive energy back. And what shows up for you is for you. And as above, so below. As within, so without. Namaste. Have a great day. Follow my Facebook, Channel by Angel. Deuces, guys.